Good morning, y'all.
Good
Morning.
morning.
How are y'all doing?
Good.
Well,
Yeah.
see everybody.
Yeah. So by the time this episode airs, it'll be coming up on what Advent. We're in the third week of Advent,
Right.
heading into Advent 4.
That's exactly right. Yes.
Yeah. So pretty far into Advent by this point. We've talked about some of the themes of Advent. We've talked about what all is going on at St. Matthew's during Advent, and there's a lot. And we've also talked about some of the music of Advent. But today we wanted to touch on the sort of Bible stories of Advent and some of the characters that we encounter during the season of Advent. There's been quite a few so far that we wanted to share about. So that's our kind of our big theme for today. So who are some of the Bible characters that we've run into during Advent?
So John the Baptist is one. I'm thinking about him this coming week. And I've thought about him throughout because he's appeared twice in the reading. And he was a character, but he was most importantly, especially during Advent, a messenger, a person who said a message about preparing a way for the coming of Christ as a little baby in a manger, but as the Savior at the end of all things.
Yeah, he could be pretty harsh though. I mean, he called some people a brood of vipers. And then what was it? He wore camel hair and ate locust
and honey. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a prophet in his own way, and he was a character and got people's attention.
Yeah. And then who else have we met along the way?
So I know we're getting ready to meet. We're getting ready to meet Mary, and we're going to hear Elizabeth, and we're going to hear their stories about some pretty incredible news, some shocking news that they're going to hear, and stories about preparation, about how they're preparing for this time at Christmas that we call Christmas now, but this coming of Jesus.
Yeah. So Elizabeth was John the Baptist's mom, and she was pretty old by the time she was getting ready to have John the Baptist. So she thought that she was done having she couldn't have kids, and then she ends up having John the Baptist. And then there's Mary, who finds out she's going to have Jesus. So that's a big shocker too. So yeah, getting ready for that time. So, and then jump back to the Old Testament. There's we've heard a lot from the prophet Jeremiah. And then Jeremiah, he told the people that they were going to be going through some tough time because they had disobeyed God. They would go into exile, which means they would be taken out of their homeland and everything that they knew. But Jeremiah also held a promise that wouldn't last forever. So Jeremiah is on one hand telling people, you're going to have to go through some wilderness and some tough times, but it's not going to last forever. So the prophet Jeremiah was way before John the Baptist or Mary or Elizabeth. Jeremiah's way back before Jesus's birth too. So we've heard a lot from prophets, and we've heard a lot of neat New Testament stories as well.
There's another one too. We heard from Zechariah and another prophet. And again, this message about being prepared and preparing a way for for God to get to us. And I think it's, again, we mentioned this in those themes a few weeks ago, but it's important, I think, to think about this bridge between Advent as a bridge between the Old Testament and the New Testament, where Christians came from and where we're headed. It's an important pivotal time, Advent.
Yeah, absolutely. So Advent is about preparing, getting ready for the coming of Christ. And also, we're getting ready for Christmas. So I guess our question, another question for y'all is, how prepared are you right now? How prepared do you feel?
At the point in time we're filming this, not prepared at all. I am like a week away from finishing my finals and wrapping up that semester, and there's just too much to do
Mhm.
on top of everything here. So we'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah. What about you, Pastor Eric?
It's such a fun time. I love Advent because there's so much to do, but that's also the part that makes it difficult. There's so much to do. The good part about it's Advent is sort of like Sunday morning in a way, because we have done a lot of work to prepare for Sunday morning, and then we show up and execute it. We do it. So Advent's like that too. We've done a lot of planning. Now we just go through it, and there's something every night. There's something that we have to do every day and every night. There's something that because we take advantage of this time to take advantage to engage people and tell the Advent story. And sometimes more people are more attuned to church this time of the year.
Mhm.
So we have to take that opportunity to engage people where they are. But then we also have to, a lot of people don't think about this, but it's not just executing this time, the Advent time. We have to, the staff has to prepare for Christmas and then what's right after Christmas.
Mhm.
And there's so much that's happening and is going to happen very soon after that.
Mhm.
And then we have all of our family things that we do, and so that's the part I'm don't feel particularly prepared for. Christmas
Yeah.
shopping do, and I also in all of this business, as best I can, I like to really reflect and take stock of where things are during this moment. Advent can be a time of watchful waiting,
Mhm.
reflection, but in order to do that, you have to slow yourself down to do that. So I try in all this business to do that as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I feel like on the church end of things, I'm doing pretty good. There's plenty that still has to be done, but it's still doable, and there's plenty that we've done already, which is good. So just having to be really mindful of my calendar and keep checking that and making sure that I'm not leaving anything off. So I always have this feeling of like, am I forgetting something? But I feel all right on that front. Like I said, there's still a lot left to do, but it's still doable. And then on kind of the personal side of things, the family side, I'm still trying to figure out those plans for like Christmas Day and those kinds of things. So hopefully by the time this airs, that'll be figured out. But I do feel pretty accomplished that I got my Christmas tree up. Because if I don't get that done like at the beginning of Advent, it's not gonna happen. So I feel pretty good that I got that up. Yeah, glad y'all could join us. And like we said, still plenty to do, but let's get at it, I guess.
Y'all be well. Take care.
Well, everyone.
Yeah.